So in this episode we take on farming part 1, which requires us to fix a couple of relays, that's one of them, with tool sets for mechanic, and then survive and extract from factory. So I'm always wary of two locations here, the corridor to my right and the one to the left. You'll have to excuse my terrible shooting. I don't really like factory, if I'm honest. It's not one of my favourite maps. There's too many people in close proximity. So at this point I'm always just listening out. Make sure no one's coming to the right hand side, and again from the left hand side where that guy came from originally. So, I just take a little bit of time healing myself up. I think he blacked my arm out as well. So, all fixed up. I decide to use a painkiller, which I probably should have done at the beginning of the raid. Just in case I get hit in the legs or anything else, I can at least make a move for a defensive position. So I do take my time in factory, just because the spawns are quite close together, especially in these corridors, and I want to give myself the best opportunity to complete this quest, because that's all I've come in for. I've not come in for PvP or anything like that. So we hear somebody to the left, and I'm not sure if it's a scav or a player at this stage. So I'm just holding the angle. You might think, oh, you're just camping, you're camping, but like I said, give myself the best possible chance of finishing this quest. So it sounds like there's a player down there with a Mosin. He's probably doing the quest for Jaeger, Tarkov shooter, where you have to kill players from under 25 meters away with a bolt action rifle. And I'm determined we are not going to be one of his kills today. I'm not too sure if I actually hit him there. That's why I just paused for a second, just to get any audio cues if he died or if he was still moving. It's very unlikely he'd push me with a Mosin, so I just dropped back slightly just to heal myself. I'm just double checking, trying there just to draw a shot out of him if he's still behind that truck. So I can see a head there, but I'm not sure if that was the scav that was just killed or if it was that player. So I'm not going to push my luck. I'll heal up a little bit more and then carry on to our next objective. So the second relay we need to sort is just here. So we actually got a good spawn really to complete this task. But also one of the worst spawns in my opinion on factory as well, because you kind of pincered in. So if there's any teams that spawn in to the left and right of you, you've got a, well, severe disadvantage really to start with, because a lot of the time they will just rush you because they know exactly where you're going to be. Not too sure whether that scav heard me down there, but it's very unlikely. He maybe saw me and came over to investigate something he thought he'd seen. Just trying to sort my mags out. When I hear something else to my left hand side, and I think that it might be the guy that we didn't quite finish off with the Mosin earlier. So I'm just trying to make as little noise as possible. So we are close to the extract here, but player scavs in and other players that sometimes camp this area, with it being pretty much one of the only real extracts until you get any keys for factory that you can take. Which again is one of the reasons I'm not too fond of this map, is there is a massive choke point at the end of here that every person on the map will know that players will have to go to. So let that guy pass. There you go, that's my fear realised. It's a good job I didn't rush straight to the extract. It sounds like that scav has just been blown away. Or somebody has anyway. Not sure if that guy always peeks that angle, but I hadn't moved for a while, so it was strange that he would know I was there. It might just have been something he always does. I don't know if I hit him or not, but I did enough to at least scare him away. I did hear him just to my left there. I think he might just be waiting for me to go before he follows me in. I'm always wary of this extract. So a couple of rounds at that area, because people do usually crouch down there to try and ambush you. But we are successful, make it out the raid, and completed farming part 1. So looking at that, we did get the Mosin guy down near that truck, and all that's left to do is hand in the quest to Mechanic, and thank God we've got another factory quest ticked off. So, complete farming part 1 with Mechanic. Accept part 2. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.